So, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today. It's a pleasure to have you all on board. So, today's webinar is all about session recording. Well, to be a little more precise, it's going to be about simplifying your visitor to customer journey using session recording. I'm Pavita Rajshekharan, content marketer for Zoho PaidSense, and today I have with me Sharat Sudarshan, our lead product consultant. So, before we get started, let's take a quick look at the agenda. The agenda for today goes like this. What is session recording? How does it compare with the other marketing tools? What can it do for your website? What does PaidSense's session recording offer? And then Sharat will give you a quick walkthrough of session recording in PaidSense. And finally, we have a QA session planned for you guys. So if you have any questions during the course of the webinar, you can just drop them in the QA section you see on the left side of the screen. So let's get started. What is session recording? Session recordings are nothing but video renderings of the actions your visitors perform on your website. This captures everything from clicks, scrolls, and mouse movements as your visitors navigate through your web page. So this works in whichever device your website is being viewed in, like desktops, laptops, and other mobile devices. Sometimes session recordings are also referred to as session replays, user recordings, or visitor recordings. So they basically give you this ability to understand your visitor's journey on your website. And as a marketer, you can imagine how insightful this can be for your business. In fact, there is nothing quite enlightening like watching your visitors interact with your website in real time. So think about it. You have this golden repository of your visitors' behavioral data in your hand. With session recordings, you can just go back, replay, and revisit them anytime you want to. This way, you can figure out which parts of your website attract your visitors and take them down your conversion funnel, and which parts distract them from the main CTAs and cause them to drop off. So ultimately, when you want to make a business decision, this empowers you with a lot of confidence because you're taking a decision that's not only logical, but it's also data-driven. So what edge does session recording have over the other tools? There are multiple user analytic tools in the market today. So why should you choose session recording over the other tools? I'm sure you're thinking, what's all the hype about? And yes, I completely agree. There are hundreds of quantitative tools out there that can give you numbers and metrics. They will give you insights like the number of page views, unique visitors, conversion rates, and ROI. But have you ever heard of the saying that goes, seeing is believing? Wouldn't it be so much more easier if you can just see a video of what happens on your website? From the moment a visitor landed on your website to where they navigated and what they actually did on the screen, what was their journey to the checkout like? And at what point did they give up and leave your website? Your quantitative tools wouldn't have the answers for all of these questions. And this is where session recording comes in. So combining the power of both your quantitative and qualitative tools is most likely to change the fate of your business. So now let's talk about the benefits of session recording. Session recording facilitates a smooth visitor to customer transition. So now let's see how. Analyzing visitor behavior. Visitors form the core of your website's success. And for this very reason, as cliched as it might sound, you need to step into their shoes and experience your website through their eyes. You can see the areas on your page where visitors spend a significant amount of time, the areas that they ignore, and the time they take to reach your CTA, and many more metrics. This will help you discover why visitors behave in a certain way, and with that data, you can tweak your website accordingly. This way, if a particular CTA doesn't get the attention it deserves, you can just move it to a section that already has your visitors' attention. Designing an effective conversion funnel. Your marketing efforts naturally are, of course, aimed at bringing in more traffic to your website and converting more visitors into customers. Of course, just like any other marketer out there. So it's really important that you define the path your visitor has to take before becoming your customer. Session recording will bring the entire buyer journey in front of your eyes. So you can see how visitors navigate through your website, identify their browsing patterns, and discover the pages that break the pattern. With this information, you can rethink your conversion funnel and design it in such a way that it helps your visitors stay focused and get to the end of the funnel. Identifying UI or UX breaks and fixing them. Broken pages and unresponsive design can be an instant put off for your visitors. The sad part is we might not even know that it exists until someone points it out for us. You might have hundreds of pages, so it's almost impossible for you to monitor them every day. So this is where session recording can save you a lot of time and effort. You can watch these recordings and discover any UI breaks that stop your visitors from taking the actions on your page. Optimizing website forms. Nothing can hurt your conversions like visitors dropping off at the last moment. With session recording, you can spot the friction in your lead generation forms and identify the fields that cause drop-off. For example, if you see a sudden drop in your form submissions, you can just pull out a recording and watch how visitors fill your form. Chances are a visitor is repeatedly filling the password field and the form does not progress. So you can tackle this by adding a simple password validation error message. Delivering exceptional support to your visitors. So picture this. A visitor comes to your pricing page, goes to the FAQ page, and then comes back to your pricing page again. They are repeating this pattern a couple of times and then exiting your site. This visitor might be a high intent buyer who is not able to find an important piece of information on your site. This is a bad experience, and a bad user experience is always a red flag for your conversions. You might lose these visitors if you don't proactively offer support. Your live chat can help you to a particular extent, but you might not understand where visitors are getting stuck if they're not able to explain it to you well. In situations like these, combining your live chat tool with session recording can do the trick for you. You can now watch the visitor recording, see where they are stuck, guide them accordingly, and easily turn them into customers. Session recording in PaidSense. So now I'll quickly take you through what PaidSense has to offer in terms of session recording. With PaidSense, you can see an exact recording of your visitors' actions, including navigation between different tabs and pages within the browser. For example, if you have a set of products, you can see the order in which the user browses them and compare the different aspects that lead them either to a conversion or to a drop-off. You can view the business goals achieved by visitors in recordings. For example, you can check users who abandoned carts, downloaded a white paper, filled in forms, and more. PaidSense comes with advanced segmentation, so you can now slice and dice your recordings based on different criteria, like visitors who've accomplished certain goals. You also have advanced targeting, where you can choose a segment and record only the visitors from that particular segment. You also have an option to add tags, so you do not have to go through hundreds of recordings to find one particular recording. This way, you save a lot of time and effort. So what about privacy? This is a $1 million question that's been a hot debate lately. But to be honest, it's natural for the users to be concerned about their privacy and to be concerned about how marketers will use their data. So, here are a few quick facts to clear the air. PageSense's session recording only captures anonymized data. That means email addresses or names of your visitors will not be recorded. It does not capture any PII, that is personally identifiable information such as usernames and passwords. PageSense is completely GDPR compliant, so it does not record or store any keystrokes. And finally, it allows you to explicitly add a banner on your site to inform visitors that you collect their cookie information only for marketing purposes. So that's about it from my end. And all of this is just the tip of the iceberg. So now Sharath will give you a complete walkthrough of session recording in PageSense. Over to you, Sharath.
Thank you, Pavitra. I welcome you all for today's session. So before I explain about the session recording feature, I would like to give an overview about the PageSense tool. On the left, if you could see, you can see the list of features that we offer in PageSense in each and every module. And in the right top pane, you have the common settings which we have in the PageSense. So when it comes to track module, we have two types of experiments in it, which is goals and funnel analysis. Using goals, you can track the key metrics in your website. And in funnel analysis, you will be able to understand the conversion funnel and also where exactly the visitors are getting dropped off. And the next is the analyze module. In analyze module, we have heat map that can help you to identify where visitor clicks, spend time, and drop off. Moving on to the form analytics. So using this specific feature, you will be able to understand how the visitor is interacting with the online form in your website. And also you will be able to identify the reason for form abandon. And the next one we have is the session recording. So this will help you to understand how the visitors engage at your website in real time. And the next we are going to see is the optimize module. So based on the hypothesis that you create from track and analyze module, so you will be able to test out the changes using A/B test and split URL test. Moving on to the personalize, you can personalize your entire visitor journey using this specific module. And the final module here we have is the engage one. In engage, we have polls in which you can run the polls in your website to collect user feedback. And the next is the push notification, for which you can send the notification for the user based on the targeted campaigns. And the final one is the pop-ups. Pop-ups are boxes that appears on the browser to grab the user's attention for their products and businesses. So let me dive into the feature and explain you how to create a session recording. So the creation of experiment in PageSense is pretty easier and simple. So let me show how you will be able to create an experiment here. So once after you click on the session recording, so you'll just have to click on new session recording, where you will have to enter the name for the experiment. So once that has been done, you can click on create, which will navigate you to the configuration tab. So in this particular tab, so you will have to enter the URL for which you want to run the experiment for. By default, the match type would be domain. This will target the entire website. And also we have other few match types that start from simple URL match. So this match type targets only the specific page on your website. This match type ignores the query parameter. And the next we are going to check is exact URL match. So the URL should be identical to the one that is specified in the value tab. Only then we'll be able to track the visitors for it. Moving on to the URL pattern matches with. So this match type is used to target more than one page of your website. For example, if you have a website, so let me show you an example. Here we have the test website. And if you take a close look at this one, so you can see we have the components here, which is called the CTA buttons in the top. And also once you have scrolled down, you can also see the products that we offer in this site. For example, if you want to target multiple pages for this particular website, you can just copy this one and place it in the value tab. And next to this URL, you just have to give asterisk when you choose the URL pattern matches with. And it will track the more than one pages in your website. And moving on to the next match type, here we have is the regex. So the regular expression is used to target multiple and complicated URLs by providing a pattern to match the URLs. Moving on to the URL contains, so this match type targets all pages which contains the entered string in the value tab. For example, if you want to track pages that has the keyword Zilker Fashion Store, so you can just enter this name in the value tab and we'll be able to track the visitors for that particular one. And moving on to the URL starts with, so this match type is used to target pages that starts with the entered text, which is case insensitive. And moving on to the final match type, you have URL ends with. So this match type is used to target pages that ends with the entered value in the end of the URL. So once after you selected the match type and provided the specific URL for it, you have to select the number of recordings that needs to be tracked for this particular experiment. By default, this is going to be 5,000 recordings. And if you want more recordings to be tracked, so you can choose the respective numbers, whether it's going to be 2,000 or 10,000, or also you can choose the all recordings. And once after providing the details here, you can click on next, so which will navigate you to the audience tab. So by default, the experiment will be tracking for all visitors. And apart from it, you do have preset segments. So where we have direct visitors, paid campaigns traffic, organic search traffic, social traffic, referral traffic, mobile and tablet traffic, desktop traffic, new visitor, and returning visitor. So you would be allowed to select any of this preset segment for tracking. And apart from this, we do have custom audience as well. So in which you will be able to create an audience based on your own requirement. For example, if you check in the preset segment, so you would be either allowed to choose any of the segment which is being displayed. But here in custom audience, so you will be able to create one based on your own requirement. For example, so if you want to attract visitors from various device types, so you can choose this one segment, and in modifier, it can be the equals, and in the value tab, so you can choose the devices that needs to be tracked for this particular experiment. And once this has been done, so you can just give the name for the audience and give the description and then click on next. And here comes the final part of the configuration. So here we have the privacy tab. In session recording, we track the users based on the cookie value that is set in the browser, and the tracking is completely anonymous. As we are GDPR compliant, we'll be masking all the input elements in your website. And apart from it, if you want to mask any other element in your website, so you can choose this option. So, and provide the URL and click on load page, and this will help you to load the page inside the application. From there, you will be allowed to select which elements needs to be masked. For example, if I want to mask this particular search element, I can just click on this one, and the element ID would be selected in that particular tab. And once this has been done, I can close the element selector. And also in the privacy tab, we also have advanced options where you have mask all input elements. So this will mask all input elements such as input tag, button tag, label, text area on your page. And the next we have is the hide URL query parameter. So by enabling this option, it will hide query parameters displayed in all URLs of your recording. And the final one here we have is the project privacy setting. So when you click on this one, it will take you to the privacy setting for this specific project. And this feature is exclusively available for session recording. By default, so this will be selected for no, don't notify them. And also, if you want your visitors to know that you use the cookie to track them, so you can enable any of the banner that has been displayed here. And by choosing this final one, so the user would be allowed to an option to opt out. If they are opting out by selecting the do not track, we'll not be able to track the specific user interaction in this recording. And we have already created a session recording for the test experiment. So let me show the recording for you and how the recording works. So let me play the recording for you. So in this particular one, so you will be able to understand how the visitors are interacting with your site in real time. And in the top bar, you will be able to see the number of web pages the visitor has navigated through. And by clicking this downward arrow at the end, you can see the URL of all the pages in the particular order in which the visitor navigated through them. And this bar at the bottom so provides you the detail about the goal that has been accomplished by the visitor who is coming to your site. In PageSense session recording, we do not have an option where you can create goal for this experiment. However, you can create a project goal, and when that particular goal has been accomplished by the visitor on your page, which is configured for session recording, so we will be providing this goal icon in your recording. And also, in this bar, you can pause and play the recording. You can go to the previous recording and also move to the next recording as well. And if you check the session details, as we already mentioned earlier, we track the anonymous visitors. So the details which is being given here is for the random visitors. The IPs are anonymized. And also, a visitor is counted once if they spend 2 hours in a website. For example, if a visitor is coming to your site and he's interacting on your website for more than 2 hours, so it will be considered as a new recording. And also, if he's idle for 30 minutes and if the interaction starts again, so it will also considered as a new visitor and the new recording. And in session details, so we'll be showing you the visitor name, so which will be assigned as a random animal name. And also, so you will be able to see the time and the date for the recording and from which place it is. And also, you will be able to see the device type, the operating system, the browser, the resolution from which screen the user has accessed the page, and the source. And also, here in session recording, you have tags. In PageSense, we have two types of tagging, which is manual and automatic tagging. If it's going to be manual tagging, so you can just enter the name for this particular recording where the tagging is kind of a filter. So if you provide the name for this particular recording, so while searching for this specific one, so you can use that tag name. And when it comes to automatic tagging, we have a 2-line snippet. So that 2-line snippet has to be implemented in your site. For example, if you want to tag a recording for which the user has reached to a cart page, so that you can give that as add to cart, and whenever the user performs that particular action, so the recording would be automatically tagged as add to cart. So you will be able to filter that specific recording in the segment or audience which we have. And also in the events, you will be able to see whether the user has clicked on a specific button, the links, the goal accomplished, and the navigation. So it will provide you the details here in the events tab. And also the final feature which we have in session recordings is the most important one, which we call it as identifier API. So for example, if your site has a login session where you will be able to identify the visitor email address or a user ID, so you can send it over to us over an API. And instead of providing the random animal names, so we will be sharing you the specific user recording, so which will help you to understand how the user has engaged with your site. And that's all about the recording. So let me show you about how the segment audience work. So this segment audience is common across all the features that we have in PageSense, and apart from the other common filters, so we have exclusive filters that is available only for session recording. So like say we have goals here. So the goals which you have set for the project so will be displayed over here, and if the user accomplishes, so you will be able to see the details. And if you want to see the recording for a specific goal, you can choose this and click on apply, and you will be able to see that specific recording. And when you click on save and apply, so this filter would be saved and it will be listed down under the smart filters. Likewise, so you have number of unique pages. If you want to view the visitor who has come to the number of unique pages, you can use this filter. And also you have the page visited. For example, if you're configuring the session recording for the entire domain, so you can use this option and give a specific page and see if the visitor have landed on it or not. And also you have the entry page and exit page. For example, if you want to segment recording based on first or the exit page that the visitor landed on your website. And also you have the time spent here. So if you want to view the recording only after a specific time, so you can give that specific time. So if it's going to be greater than 120 seconds, so you can give this filter and you will be able to see the recording which is after 2 minutes. And here we have the tag. So this was the one I was discussing earlier. So if you have given a tag name, so those details will be available here. And if you choose that particular tag name and click on apply, you will be able to see only that specific recording. And the final one here we have is the identity. So if you could provide the email address or the user ID for which you have implemented the identity API in your website, so you will be able to see the specific user recording. And that's all about session recording. Once again, I thank you all for joining today's session. Over to you, Pavitra.
Thank you, Sharath, for the presentation. Now we'll take up a few questions. Yes, looks like we have some. Okay, Amin asks, hello, we have just started using PageSense. We set up conversion goals. We want to measure any visitor that completes the Zoho form. Example, completing free consultation form and then submits. When they submit, we are unable to convert that as a goal, as Zoho Forms does not open up the free consultation confirmation in a separate URL. So what do you recommend? We are Zoho One users.
Hi, Amin. Thanks for posting your query. So as the particular form is is with an iframe, so as of now we do not support tracking inside iframe, and so we recommend you to use a custom event for the submission, whereas we'll be able to track it. And as it's a iframe URL, so you need to implement that particular custom event in the success function of the element. And also, I would like to inform you that we are working on the Zoho form integration, so which we are expecting to be live very soon. So once that has been done, so it's going to be a single click integration.
Okay, we have another question. So Alice asks, hello, I would like to ask you if you can make some examples of how to better a page after the recording. So they're basically asking for insights, how to take insights and optimize the page from session recording.
Hi, Alice. Thanks for your question. So to get a better insights for a page after recording, so what you have to do is, so you will have to filter the recording. So based on the demography and based on the visitors that you get from your site, whether it's going to be from an ad campaign or a referral. So you will have to segment the recordings, and this might be a time consuming one, but you have to analyze the recording to understand your visitor behavior better in order to optimize the page.
Okay, so Amin asks, how do we obtain the 2-line script for automatic tagging?
Hi, Amin. So I'll share you the link of one of our help document in which we have provided details on how to create the auto tagging, and in which we also have the 2-line script. So this 2-line script has to be implemented right below the page and script, and we'll be able to auto tag the recordings which you're looking for.
Okay. Thank you, Sharath. We still have time, so if you have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A tab. Okay, so Menon asks if we will receive a copy of the recording. Yes, we'll send you the recording. Okay. I would like to ask you if you support tracking the website if it is zoomed in or zoomed out during the session.
Yes, Sri. So we'll be able to track the website when it's zoomed by the visitors.
Okay, we'll wait 5 more minutes and take up questions, and then we'll wrap up. So we have one more question. Could you please tell us a bit more on custom API and how we can start using them?
Hi once more. So thanks for posting your query. So definitely I'll help you with that. So I think you're looking about the identifier API. So in PageSense, by default, the recordings will be anonymous. And if your website has a login session, or where you will be getting the user details like the email address or the custom user ID, so you can send that details over an API. So in PageSense, we have a 2-line API in which you can send the email address or the user ID. So when you send this, so whenever the particular user comes in with the same details, so we'll be able to get the recordings of the specific user.
We'll wait a few more minutes to take up questions. Yes, we have one more. What do you define as a goal? Someone landing on a specific page, or does an action on a page?
Hi, Jocelyn. Thanks for posting your query. So in PageSense, so in the track module, we have goals feature, and we support only 4 goals in it, which is going to be click on elements, link clicks, time spent on page, and custom event. So if you configure any of the goals inside your project, so whenever the user is performing the same action in the website, so that will be shown as goal accomplished in the recording. So for example, if you have configured a CTA button, and if the visitor is clicking on it, so that will be shown as in the specific recording. So the user has accomplished the goal that has been configured inside the project.
Okay, I think we can wind up. If you have any further questions, please do write to us at support@zohopagesense.com, and we'll get back to you on that. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today, and we hope to see you in our next webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.